Guess what, everyone? Guess what? Kung Fu Panda is gonna be returning with another movie. I'm gonna be talking about it, but before I do, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get more subs. I would really appreciate that. Also, I hope my voice is not sounding a bit off because I'm outside. I'm actually by the stump on my road. There's a huge stump I'm like right by. It's really tall. It's a really tall stump. But I'm gonna be talking about it. Also, apparently too, now YouTube is gonna automatically make me make thumbnails. And that's a good thing in a way, and kind of not. I mean, it's a good thing because now I can use a different thumbnail to make it look more fancy. But the problem is with making these thumbnails is that, like, it won't let me zoom the picture out. It zooms it in too close, so I can't zoom it out, and I don't know how to do that yet. So I don't know. I'll talk more about that when I do Pixar next week. If I can remember to talk about that. But anywho, let's talk about this Kung Fu Panda movie. I gotta tell you guys, I really like Kung Fu Panda. I think Kung Fu Panda is one of those trilogy movies that's actually really good. DreamWorks always manages to make sequels to things, and it's really good. Sometimes they're not like as good, like Shrek and Shrek mainly, but movies like How to Train a Dragon, Madagascar, and Kung Fu Panda, as they went on, their movies got better and better, which is crazy. And that's something a lot of studios tend to fail at with sequels. Now, Illumination looks like their sequels are actually getting better than their originals, so maybe Illumination may end up being like DreamWorks, I don't know. A lot of people don't like Illumination because it's like weak storytelling and all that. Personally, I think Illumination's alright in my opinion. I don't think it's that bad of a studio. Some people just are out for blood with it, but I do gotta say that compared to DreamWorks, yeah, they're not as good as DreamWorks, but I think they are. I think they may be getting better. I don't know. I'll have to watch Scene 2 to see that. I will be doing that down the road, but right now I'm going to be talking about DreamWorks' Kung Fu Panda movie, the fourth one, in installment. Yeah, in 2024, we're going to be making a Kung Fu Panda movie, a fourth one, and I'm not sure when it's going to release in 2024, but it's going to be releasing a couple years from now, so it'll be interesting to see it. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled, because we have had a sequel movie that got canceled. I heard Madagascar 4 got canceled. It was going to be the final Madagascar movie, and it got canceled. Well, I kept getting pushed back. I don't know if they ever actually canceled it or not. I mean, I haven't heard any announcement that's coming out, but the last Madagascar movie, I believe, came out in 2012, I think. 2011 or 2012, I can't remember, and there hasn't been a fourth one since. I don't know. But I don't know if they're gonna. We'll see where this movie goes. I would love to see this movie come back. I really would. I love the Kung Fu Panda movies. They're really good. It's not my favorite DreamWorks trilogy. I think there's even better ones, but that says how good DreamWorks is with their trilogies. That even Kung Fu Panda is good, but yet there's even better trilogies out there in DreamWorks. So what is this fourth one going to be about? Well, I don't think there's much detail on it yet. There ain't a bunch of details on it yet. I have heard they were planning this for a long time. They were planning on making multiple movies to, like, after they I think even before they made the second one or after they made the second one, I've heard, they were going to be making even a fourth one. I don't know, because they didn't even make the third one yet. They were still making the second one, or they have. And they just came out and they still were making more. I don't know. But I'm not sure what it's going to be about exactly. I think we might be hearing maybe we might get more of Tigress's backstory or something. I don't know. We'll get Tigress's backstory, and maybe we'll get some maybe we'll get relationships further. Well, more relationships. Like because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Kung Fu. I know this sounds funny, but I feel like Kung Fu Panda was hinting at Viper and Po being a thing, but I know a snake and a panda being things. I don't know how that would work, but hey, DreamWorks had Donkey and Dragon, have kids, so clearly, I guess it could work. But I mean, that doesn't sound too bad, though. I mean, I don't see why not. It's a movie, but I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Viper and Po with a couple, but I don't know. They also hint at Tigress being jealous of Po too, so I don't know. But personally, I think Viper would be a better love interest for Po than Tigress would, just because Viper's sweeter than Tigress is. She has her moments where she's pretty sweet too, but overall, I think Viper's a much better person for Po. But yeah, I gotta say that could be a good plot there, have Po actually be in love with someone. I don't know. The thing is that you may be asking though, why would Viper want to be in love with Po? I mean, she's sweet and all, but why would she want to be in love with Po? Because here's the thing. In the first movie, it actually hints at it that she could have feelings for Po, because in the first movie, in the end credits, I think it's either the beginning or the end. I actually think it's the end credits. She's actually kissing Po's the panda punching bag. She's kissing the punching bag. It looks like Po. It's not actually Po, but it's a panda. She's kissing the panda punching bag, making it feel like she had feelings for Po. Also, she was the only one in the first movie to actually stand up to the only one to stand up to Po in the movie. Well, besides Oogway. Oogway stood up for him too, but Oogway was, the old wise guy, he was wise. So, I mean, they could hint at that, maybe that she does love Po, but also Tigress, Po did mention at the beginning of that movie that also in the where he was talking about Tigress, making out with him or something, but I don't know, I feel like Viper would be a better love interest for Po, honestly, even though she's a snake, but Tigress is also a different species than Po is. I mean, you could argue that having a panda, a snake having pregnant with, panda and eggs and stuff could be kind of disturbing. Even the way I said that's kind of disturbing, but I mean, they've done it before with Shrek. I mean, Dragon's a reptile, and she had babies with Donkey. But even then, it's not like they have to have kids per se to be good. I don't know. I don't think having kids would be a great idea anyway, because that kind of would take away the whole responsibility. Well, it could still be responsibility. Maybe Poe's raising his kids and all that, but I feel like that would kind of take away the movie a little bit if they actually had kids. But I don't know. How to Train a Dragon, they had Hiccup and Astrid or whatever her name, and had kids at the end. So I don't really know. Also, there is also Melman and Gloria in Madagascar 2 who got married, and they were both mixed species animals. So I don't know, it's a possibility that they could, in fact, make Viper and Po a thing. I don't know. It's about time the fans got what they wanted. Also, I was gonna send that letter to the people who made Kung Fu Panda and ask the question, but I'm like, you know what, I kind of don't really want to send a letter to them, because I feel like sometimes people in the studio don't know exactly what they're talking about. I mean, I had that happen with Nintendo before and the Elgato capture card, so I don't know, but I don't know, I'm done talking about the love relationship with Viper and Po. Let's talk about the villain. What could the villain be in this movie? What could the villain be? I mean, the first movie had a villain named the first movie had a villain named, you know, what was his name again? Oh, no, not Tiger Stuff. I don't remember his name. Shoot. Tai Lung. His name was Tai Lung. So Tai Lung was in the first movie. Lord Shagnar, or whatever his name was, in the second movie. He was the bird. And then the third one, I forgot his name. I haven't seen the third movie in a while, but I seen a reaction to it, I believe, about a year ago or so, or about 6 months ago, or whatever, you know, I saw it last. I saw someone react to it, but I don't remember who the name of the bull guy was in the third movie. But what could the fourth movie be? Well, it's possible they could make a female villain, you know, for the fourth movie, because the reason why I think they can make a fourth female villain, well, the fourth villain be a female, because the reason why I think they could do that is because well, the fourth movie, well, the other three had male villains, and they could make a female villain to switch it up. They could. They could actually have a female villain and switch it up to make it, more interesting, you know, because we already had 3 male villains without a female one. But I don't know where they could go from here, though, because the first film was about, the villain was based off of the first villain was he was based off of Master Shifu's son. He was basically Master Shifu's adopted son. The second movie was basically the guy who murdered the pandas. The third one was about the pandas, but the villain was about Oogway. So I don't know. I don't know what this villain can be. I think I noticed a trend here that 2 out of the 3 villains were villains that were 2 out of the 3 villains were they were part of Shifu's, Shifu and Oogway's, they were partners, or they were related in one another. So maybe the fourth movie will have the villain, maybe the female villain, be a villain who used to fight with Shifu and then became a villain. I don't know. They've kind of already done that in the cartoon show, though, so I really don't know. There's a lot of possibilities, though, what they could do. And maybe it could be like Lord Shang-Ting or whatever, or whatever his name was, like the bird guy, we'll call him the bird guy, the peacock guy, where it's just a random villain who adds to the plot, because all these villains here add to a plot, so maybe it adds to a plot in a way. Now, okay, I think they confirmed maybe that Poe's mom is dead. But maybe there's maybe there's more. Maybe maybe the fourth movie will have a villain, that I don't know, like maybe it was one of Shifu's children he taught, maybe, and that this person like Tai Lung could have chose the dark path and became the bad guy. We really don't know. And maybe we'll have an awesome defeat at the end, too. We don't know. There's not really much, to know about this film yet. There's not really a lot of details. I think I've only seen 2 YouTubers talk about it so far, but I figured I would talk about it. That's just my predictions on what I think could happen. And this is my video on the whole Kung Fu Panda 4 movie. If you guys want to hear my thoughts about the movies, I will be eventually reviewing each one of them. Tell you how good they were all together, because I don't know what my favorite one is. probably the third one, but I haven't seen all 3 of them in a while, so I'll have to rewatch that again. But until then, we'll see how this film turns out. I'll be reviewing probably the DreamWorks films next year. Well, I should be. But anywho, this is basically all I have to say about this. Tell me what you guys think about this. What do you guys think about there being a Kung Fu Panda 4? Are you guys hyped, or do you guys think 3 is plenty? I think because it's DreamWorks, and DreamWorks that makes pretty good sequels, I think we should give this film a chance. Now, if this were Pixar, then I'd probably be like, not really. Pixar or Sony, Sony Pictures didn't have, really that many, great sequels. I don't think even Blue Sky did when Blue Sky was still in business, but Illumination and DreamWorks tend to seem to be having great sequels. Now, I've seen some sequels, and some of them are pretty good. Now, not all of them were, great as the original, but a lot of them have been better than the original, so we'll have to see where this goes. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and let this go, but before I do, I probably should say this too. If you guys hear me walking, I was sitting by the stump, and then I had to get up because there were sweat bees around me. I didn't want to get stunned, so I moved. So sorry if you guys hear me talking and walking at the same time, but also sorry if I'm doing this outside. I wanted to do this outside because I don't want to be interrupted inside, and I didn't want to wait until Monday to do this, so that's why I'm doing this video now. But anywho, hope you guys enjoyed this little news-related video. See you guys later, and I will upload this video probably later. Not right now, but probably later when I get back and get settled down. So not right off the bat, but anywho, see you guys later. This is Dash Shaw Rose, out.